Actually, they only got over there about 2 months before I left. I was seeing her, and she was at the airport when I left. And there were some pictures made of her.
One of the biggest honours that I ever had was when you came up to me the day before your last game in football and said it was an honour.
She, like all pop stars, needs to hunt to survive. But there's a problem. The signal is poor, and she hasn't upgraded her handset.
How can I bring a child into a world like this? How can a person grow up with all this around them? But if you choose to have...
I feel frustrated by the way some things are going now. You know, clearly we've got a Labour government in charge in the UK.
That's probably why Steven Spielberg cast me as Oscar Schindler, Schindler's List. I said, Steven, I make lists all the time. And he...
One's mind travels backwards and forwards over various, the famous George Orwell, Vicar on the bicycle and the warm beer and the cricket.
Oh, as I say many times, the fans, I'm always gonna say good about them. They are.
Well, I do other stuff, like I'm riding my bike in the park, and this policewoman says, "Oi, you can't ride your bike on the grass," and I go, "Oh no," and her uniform falls off, and
I am not worried about that. I'm really in touch with my fans and I know what they like. What my fans in general were afraid of was that I would start making...
Oh boy, here comes another fiery hoop. Here comes another opportunity to show what I can do. To dance with the big guns. To dance...
I danced in that, and the man who choreographed that movie, Danny Daniels, is a man I took lessons from when I was a kid.
Obviously, like you, I interview lots of people, and always when you're sort of sitting on the other side of the sofa, as it would be in my world, or here on the other side of the microphone.
I'll probably start with the biggest item, wipes. Mum essential. A bit of a boring one, but these are great for when you have a baby, but also, who doesn't need a set of wipes?
It is your job to put the country first and think beyond your own ego and your own interests and your own disappointments. Today was not in my thoughts when I was a kid. I never thought that, like, this wasn't the North Star. The North Star was not, oh, I want to be...
It's been a while. It's been over 20 years since I started this company. Back then, it wasn't really an industry. It was just more about my passion.
and that will frame your photograph. Now, if you're using a smaller photograph, just pop your photograph in there for size and just adjust these strips to the size.
It is a lot of misinformation and falsehoods written about me, and I want to
가장 배우고 싶은 외국어는 무엇인가요? 그리고 그 이유는 저는 영어, 태국어, 일본어 다 배우고 싶어요.